Welcome to Pastor Andrew's Inspirations. Today we will talk about the biblical city of Ariel. Ariel is an Israeli settlement organized as a city council in the central West Bank, part of the Israeli occupied territories, approximately 12 miles east of the Green Line and 21 miles west of the Jordan border. Ariel was first established in 1978, and its population was 20,456 in 2018, composed of veteran and young Israelis, English-speaking immigrants and immigrants from the former Soviet Union, with an additional influx of 10,000 students. It is the fourth largest Jewish settlement in the West Bank, after Modi'in Illit, Beitar Illit, and Ma'ale Adumim. Ariel's jurisdiction spans 5.667 square miles and borders the Palestinian towns and villages Salfi, Marda, and Iskaka. According to BT Salem, within Ariel's municipal area, there are several enclaves of privately owned Palestinian land whose owners are not allowed access to them. Ariel literally means Lion of God. Ari, meaning lion in Hebrew, is also a synonym for bravery and courage, and it is also the symbol of the tribe of Judah. The city of Ariel is named after Jerusalem. Ariel in the Hebrew Bible is one of the names for Jerusalem and the Temple of Jerusalem in Isaiah chapter 29, verses 1 to 8. Ariel was founded in 1978 on land that was seized for military needs and on land that was declared state land, including cultivated farmland of Palestinian villages in the district and on rocky land the villagers used for grazing their flocks. At the beginning of 1978, a group of Israelis formed in order to create a settlement in the hills of the northern part of the West Bank, made a formal request to the government to be given land to build a new community, and were given three options by the army. The area near the Ion tree, which would later become Barkin, the area which would later become Kfar Tapyuk, and the hill near Kifl Ayers that was known to the local Arabs as Jabal Mawat, the Hill of Death, because of inhospitable terrain. The leader of this group, Ron Nachman, chose the latter because of its strategic location on a possible Jordanian invasion route towards Israel's main population center of Tel Aviv. In the spring of 1978, some of the group's men erected tents on the chosen hilltop, and in August 1978, a total of 40 families came to live in the settlement. The original members of the group had gone through a screening process in order to put together a mix of skilled adults as well as young families that would be prepared psychologically to withstand starting a new settlement from scratch with little infrastructure and modern comforts. There were no paved roads or paths. Water was supplied periodically by tanker truck. Electricity was provided by a generator, since no electrical network existed in that area. tents were replaced by prefabricated concrete blocks, which served as living quarters, schools, and an infirmary. On September 1st, 1978, the school year was officially open. From 1978 to 1988, Ariel continued to develop and establish itself as the urban center for the nearby Jewish settlements. In 1980, the prefabricated homes were replaced with permanent housing. The College of Judea and Samaria, which would later become the Ariel University Center of Samaria, and eventually Ariel University, was founded in 1982. 3 elementary schools, a community center, a sports hall, and a synagogue were built. In May 1982, Ariel was connected to the national power grid. During the mass immigration of Jewish from Soviet Union that began in 1989 and continued throughout the 1990s, Ariel, which had a population of 8,000 in 1990, experienced a population boom. Unlike in Israel proper, apartments in Ariel were plentiful and cheap, which proved attractive to the immigrants. Some 6,000 Soviet immigrants moved to Ariel, almost doubling its population. In 2005, the residents of Netzarim, a former Israeli settlement in the Gaza Strip, which had been evacuated, found temporary housing in the dormitories of the Ariel University Center of Samaria. At the beginning of the academic year, about 1/3 chose to settle permanently in Ariel, while the rest moved to Yavul. In 2007, the city began receiving immigrants from English-speaking countries, such as the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and South Africa, in significant numbers. Nachman, a central figure in the Likud party, presided over Ariel from 1978 until his death in January 2013. At first as head of the local council and as a mayor from 1985, when the settlement was officially recognized as a city. Both religious and secular Jewish reside in Ariel. The city has 16 synagogues. Ariel is situated between 11 miles and 14 miles east of the Green Line and 21 miles west of the Jordan River, Jordan's western border. Ariel is adjacent to the Palestinian Authority town of Safed and southwest of Nablus. It is approximately 19 miles east of Petah Tikva, or Petah Tikva as they call it, and 26 miles east of Tel Aviv, to which it is connected by Highway 5, and 37 miles northwest of Jerusalem, to which it is connected by Highway 60. Ariel borders the Palestinian towns and villages of Salfit, Marda, and Iskaka. Ariel's municipality and municipal area contains several enclaves of privately owned Palestinian land, whose owners are not even allowed to access them. The city has several shopping centers and 2 industrial zones, divided into light and heavy industry and a library. In July 2008, Israel approved the construction of 27 new factories, which were expected to be completed by September 2009. Ariel is home to the Ariel University, founded in 1982 as the College of Judea of Samaria. It later became known as the Ariel University Center of Samaria. Current enrollment is 12,000, consisting of both Jewish and Arab students. On December 24, 2012, after many legal battles, the school became fully accredited and recognized as the 9th Israeli university. University status is an issue of prestige, increased government funding, as well as the ability to open postgraduate studies, which are already offered at the college, and issue doctorate degrees. Formerly called the Academic College of Judea and Samaria, it changed its name in August 2007. In the interim period and anticipation of achieving the more prestigious university status, the state funded Ariel Center for the Performing Arts opened on November 8, 2010, with a performance of Piaf by the Beersheba Theater Company. These performances were boycotted by 60 Israeli actors, writers, and directors, including Joshua Sobel, who refused to perform in settlements. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Culture Minister Limor Livnat, and the leader of the Kadima Party, Zippy Livni, condemned the boycott and proposed cutting government funding for those participating in it. The boycott was supported by Amos Oz, David Grossman, and A.B. Yehoshua. It was opposed by Amnon Shamosh, who suggested that the boycott plays into the hands of right-wing extremists by linking art and politics. 150 U.S. actors supported the boycott. However, 5 Israeli actors later withdrew from the boycott, indicating that they changed their mind or thought the letter they were signing called for a discussion on the issue rather than outright boycotting. The Israeli West Bank barrier was originally planned to extend out from the Israeli border to Ariel. Under American political pressure, the finger as the extension of the fence to include Ariel is often called was not built. Instead, Ariel has a security fence surrounding it on only 3 sides. Now Ariel is twinned with Heredia in Costa Rica, Mobile, Alabama in the United States, Sidirunga in Moldova, and Divjak in Albania. This is the biblical city of Ariel. Please stay tuned for more messages, and God's blessings be upon you.